Welcome to Chris Barking Shooting Sports. Some accessories today. I've been sent from Range Right these Beartooth products. I've got stock guard, I've got recoil pad kit, and I have also got the comb raising kit. It's very hard taking photographs of these because everything's very shiny in these packets, but let's have a look. So first, let's do stock guard kit first and have a look at these for some first impressions. I have put a couple of rifles on the floor just in case we're going to put them on straight away on camera. But essentially what the stock guard does, prevents damage to your gun stock, improves shooting comfort by reducing felt recoil, which is obviously the transference through your chin or through your cheekbone, sorry, rather if you're on the comb. Premium construction materials and styling. Neoprene cover, easily slips on, no zippers or Velcro. So let's have a look at that first. We get a small instruction, safety manual, all sorts of things like that. I'm not really sure how many instructions you're going to need to do this. It does suggest you might want to slip it on from the barrel end, but you can usually put them on from the stock end as well, because if you put them on from the barrel end, you've got to remove the scope. So I'll put that to one side for 1 second. Let's just up on that one a little bit and have a look at this one, which is the comb raising kit. Now this one is probably going to go on a centre fire because this one has got loops to put your cartridges on with. Oh, it's just not quite opening very easily, that one. Let me just see if I can snag in there. I can't even get into a plastic bag today. Don't use your teeth on screen, kids. So this one is a little bit more complicated. This is a comb raising kit. So we've got a similar sort of neoprene sleeve as the first one, but we've also got little loops on here now to hold cartridges in, and we get these foam uppers, which I presume will slot underneath there, and if we want to raise the cheek piece at all to give us better scope alignment, those will probably push in there like that and tuck in to give us better alignment, and it pretty much will tell us, I'm sure in the instructions, that that is a case of just manhandling them onto your rifle and squishing everything into position to set it up exactly as you want it. And of course there are different thicknesses here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different thicknesses there of pad. Let me just pop those together so you can see those perhaps. 2, 3, that one's there, that one's there, that one's there. So we've got 5 different things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I stack those together, you can see them maybe on the ceiling camera, how we've got 5 different thicknesses, and we can of course put those together because we want them on the rifle. Put those to one side for 1 second, and the last thing is the recoil pad kit. Now, these suit some guns more than others. Again, let's just so we can open that one. Right, that's interesting. That's also going to give us a bit of a length of pull extension as well on it. Recoil pad kit, camo comfort protection, instructions on the bottom there. Beartooth Recoil Pad Kit 2.0 is the best way to eliminate hard-hitting recoil and properly fit your gun. The stretchy slip-on neoprene sleeve fits all gun stock sizes and works excellent on both shotguns and rifles. Simply place foam sleeve and use the high density insert kits. By reducing recoil, the RPK can assist in eliminating shoulder fatigue or improving your shooting accuracy. And it says 4 sizes included, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch and 5/8 thick. So these are often really suitable, do you know what, on smaller shotguns that maybe you've been using small cartridges like little 410s and things that over the decades, do people many buy that many new single barrel 410s? Over the decades they've been shortened for kids or younger shooters to use, and sometimes if you actually get one, which they are quite handy useful things, they're very short in the stock, and of course if you can put one of these on them, I don't happen to have one at the moment, I used to have one, but if you can put one of these on one, it will of course extend that length of pull back a little bit, and as well as stretching in position, it's got slightly tactile rubber pads on it there to give you a little bit more grip. Right, here we have a CZ452. This is 17 HMR, but just to give you an idea of the principle, it's one of the smallest gun stocks I have that stretches over there, thus it's just a case of, you know, just wriggling it into place, not being too brutal with it, being a bit of finesse, bit of delicacy. And that then goes like that. And actually, it's quite comfortable, it grips your shoulder a little bit. Let's have a see on how that is to do it with one of the thinner pads in. Let's just go, this one looks like about, that looks like about 3/8 maybe. So if I slot that in there first, in position, you can see it's formed the shape now, and do the same. Oh, I'll put it inside out. These are rubber lined on the neoprene, as you might think from neoprene. So they're soft on the outside, rubber on the inside, so they'll grip in position. Right, tuck that in there. And it is just a case of just sort of wiggling them around a bit, getting them in the right position, and pop it back on the gun. And you can wriggle and jiggle these to your heart's content till you get them exactly right. I'm trying to do it on camera, and I've just got it offline already. Let me just start with it a little bit straighter in position. This is the fun of doing things on camera, you see. You've kind of got to work it out as you go along. Right, I've put that in as neatly as I possibly can now. Second attempt. Stretch it over there, stretch it over the bottom, wiggle it back forwards, and that, you know what, I'm going to put those bags on the floor. You can wiggle and wriggle these around as much as you want to get the perfect fit you like, but that has actually now given me a slight length of pull extension. And do you know what? This rifle isn't actually mega long, and I could be tempted to leave that on there, but I am also going to put the Beartooth comb kit on this. Now, the interesting thing with these is there is actually a little hole in the base there, and you think yes, because you've got a sling stud and a sling swivel. So let's just pop that on this CZ and see how that is going to look. Take that off. I'll just pop that back off for now. So this is, I don't know how stretchy that is, that might actually need me to take the scope off to get that one on completely, because I don't think that's actually quite stretchy enough to go over the back end. So I will have to take the scope off this one. Ironically, that's got a Pard DS3550 on it, and I'm actually putting the new Pard Night Stalker 4K on this. So I'm going to do that when I do that anyway. And in fact, let me do it now. It'll probably demonetize me, but the videos themselves don't really matter with YouTube in terms of what they earn. Let me just pop that scope off. So this is something you're probably going to do and then leave it well alone. If you do have to take your scope off, re-zeroing it isn't a massive job. It's not going to move far. Some guns they will not move at all, other guns they will move a little bit. It's well worth checking your zero on a fairly frequent basis anyway, and it's called actually having fun going shooting, isn't it? But let's just see if we can manipulate this on. Normally I'd do this with a gun standing vertically, but where I am here for the camera, the ceiling has got lights above it, and I don't really want to bash into all the lights. Again, the inside is rubberized, so it does grip in position, so don't be too forceful with it. You do have to just kind of jiggle it and wriggle it along with a little bit of time and patience. Now, of course, the larger one, which takes the centerfire cartridges, would look a little bit silly on a 17 HMR, because the 17 HMR cartridges will just fall through those bigger loops. But I think we're nearly on there now. No jokes, please. The good thing is, I've used quite a few of these things in the past that are just sort of thin, elastic, and they don't stay in position. They tend to wriggle around a little bit. As you can see, I'm just easing that along, just steadily in position. Because you won't believe how much grief you get doing this on camera. That is a really snug fit on that. Flip it back down. I need to just keep edging it along a little bit. But essentially, we're about there now. We are about there. And there we go. So now we have our 17 HMR with that on it to protect the stock, and it also gives me a tiny little bit more height in the cheek piece. I will probably steal one of those spare spacers off this kit and pop that under there maybe, because the 17 HMR, the Caesar 457, is quite an old school rifle now. It could do with a slightly taller cheek piece. I might actually steal that and put that on there. But I don't think there's anything to stop you guys getting this kit and getting the just getting some foam or something and making that up yourself. I could even possibly be tempted to put that on there with it, just to extend length of pull just a tiny bit. But we shall see when I take it out shooting zero this afternoon. But just for now, I'm going to pop that down. Right, lastly now, we've got Sauer 223, it's a 100 keeper, and this is what I will be putting the larger one for centerfires, because you can tuck your ammunition into there, that will fit over the top. Again, I am going to have to remove the scope though. I'm not going to do it twice on camera because you saw me do it with the 17 HMR, but essentially you've seen what I do. Take the scope off, slide it all on, wriggle it into position, and then put, if you need them, your comb razors in position. And that is the range of Beartooth products that Range Right have sent me. So I'll put a link in the description. Please like, subscribe, comment, don't forget to click the notification bell and keep track of my regular uploads, because there are lots of rifle reviews, night vision reviews, scopes, optics, binoculars, all sorts going on my channel, as well as regular accessories. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.